failure on September 11th.
A major issue online, your privacy. Did you know just registering a domain name puts you at risk? Fox 5's Karen Gray Houston talked to one Maryland small business owner who was surprised to learn how much of her personal life was on the World Wide Web.
Check these puppies out. Tourmaline and Garnet.
Yomphana Adams has been fascinated with jewelry since she was in high school. Silver, gold, semi-precious stones.
I make the jewelry out of my home, but I don't sell the jewelry out of my home. I have boutiques and I do trunk shows.
Born in Thailand, she's a young woman with big dreams. She wanted a web presence for her growing business.
Whenever I hand out my business cards, I want people to know that this is an established business. It's legitimate.
So you decided to use
my name, Yomphana, Yomphana.com.
And you can find her beautiful creations there. But it's not just her jewelry that's out there on the internet. Yomphana was surprised to learn that with a few clicks of the mouse, anyone could easily also find out her phone number and home address.
I wasn't really thinking that all of my information would be put out there, for the whole world to see.
Some privacy advocates say there should be better safeguards in place.
Just like people have unlisted and unpublished telephone numbers, individuals should have the ability to protect their privacy when they register an internet domain name.
Mark Rotenberg is executive director of the Electronic Privacy Information Center.
You could always give the individual the option not to provide certain types of personal information.
And there are a lot of people who don't want everyone to know where to find them. You can opt for private registration for a small fee.
Say I was an entrepreneur that had like an abusive ex-husband, then definitely, that would be important.
Sometimes when people register for domain names, they put false information into the database. And now Congress wants to change that with a bill that requires internet users to submit accurate information when they get domain names. And that includes their home addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. It's information that goes into the Who Is database. Steve Metalitz with the Copyright Coalition on Domain Names says the problem now is accountability.
This legislation doesn't make it a crime to provide false Who Is data. All it does is if you're committing another crime or you're violating the copyright law or the trademark law, it increases the penalty.
As for Yomphana, since our first meeting with her, she has taken action to change the personal information connected to her domain name. Karen Gray Houston, Fox 5 News.
Privacy advocates urge vendors who register domain names to consider collecting less personal information. John?